With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
This is Brum's the Word from Anything But Footy, brought to you with Kukri Sports, the official kit provider for Team England. The Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games is set to become the first and biggest multi-sporting event of a post-pandemic world, with new stars set to write their own stories. I'm John.
And I'm Michael, and every week you can join us to hear those stories and count down to the Birmingham Commonwealth Games. Coming up in this episode.
I'm Jess Grimson. I'm Daisy Mumby.
I'm Joaquin Bello. I'm a beach volleyball player.
I'm Javier Bello. I play with my brother, and we've just been selected for the Commonwealth Games.
And I'm absolutely buzzing.
And we're really excited for the opportunity.
And I'm super excited to have been selected to represent England at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham.
Yes, it's become a real highlight of recent Commonwealth and Olympic Games. We are joined by Team England's beach volleyballers.
We'll run through some of the other headlines in our news from the Games. Michael popped into Birmingham this week for a special VIP trip. Find out why, and keep listening for that exclusive discount on Kukri's Team England range, just for Anything But Footy followers.
This is Brum's the Word with Kukri Sports, a podcast from Anything But Footy.
Now, Team England will face Team Scotland in a battle derby in the women's beach volleyball competition at Birmingham 2022. The pair have been drawn in Pool C, along with 2018 bronze medalists Vanuatu. Would you have known that, Michael? And newbies.
I would.
And newbies, the Solomon Islands. I reckon there are more beaches there than in Scotland. Maybe. We'll hear from Jess Grimson and Daisy Mumby in a moment. But first, the England men's team of the Bello brothers, Javier and Joaquin, who face Cyprus, Tuvalu, and Gold Coast bronze medalists as well, New Zealand.
I mean, it obviously feels amazing, not just because of what it is, but because we got to get selected in a way with all our family watching us in the tournament for selection, and being able to share that moment with them was really, really special. And yeah, still a bit of relief because we were the favourites at the tournament and feel like we were the favourites all the way through, which kind of put a lot of pressure on us, and it was a challenge in itself. But we're just really happy that we got it done, and that now we can focus on that main objective, which is to bring a medal.
And Joaquin, just tell us a little bit about the last 2 years and how qualification has unfolded for you guys, culminating, of course, in the event at Crystal Palace.
So because we're the host, the qualification was going to be through a selection tournament. So for us, we just focused on trying to improve as a team. We've been playing the World Tour regularly for many years now. We got England's first gold medal. We have 2 other bronze medals. And we've just been trying to get better every day. On the day, we played really, really well. But as Javier said, it was a really tough tournament. But I think because of all these years of preparation, it was our dream to play in Birmingham. I think we did amazingly well.
And Joaquin, as I mentioned, you've seen the venue. Obviously, at that point, it was not like it will look in a few weeks for the Commonwealth Games. But how exciting will it be to be right in the heart of Birmingham with your sport?
So I mean, for us, it means everything. To have a chance to make more history for England, to win the first medal, and for it to be something really special for the growth and the promotion of the sport. I think the fact that we're hosting it should be really, really special. Not only for us but personally, because our friends and family never get to see us play because we're always abroad playing the World Tour. But also for the, as I said, for the community and the promotion of volleyball, which is an amazing sport.
And Javier, we know that you were both born in Spain, but you're wearing your Kukri Sports Team England kit today. Tell us why and how you came to be in England.
Well, we were born in Spain, in Madrid, but we moved to London when we were about 10 years old because our mum got a job here in London, moved here. She was working for a company and she got moved to work here. So yeah, we kind of grew up in volleyball here, so it's not really an issue for us. We proudly wear all our England kit and we feel as English as anyone. And yeah, all our development in volleyball and even as people has been here. So we really feel English and we really feel proud to be a part of Team England.
Obviously no Commonwealth Games in Spain when you were both very young, and beach volleyball is only appearing at the Games for a second time. So do you have any early Commonwealth Games memories, or when did it first kind of hone into view for you?
I mean, the Youth Commonwealth Games in 2017 was a huge milestone for us. We won a gold medal at that event. And probably since that moment, we've been thinking about beach volleyball being a part of the main games. And when it does happen, being the team that represents England and hopefully making history by getting their first medal at this event.
Yeah, take us back then. I mean, Bahamas 2017, that was a gold medal. Is the aim to repeat that feat this time around in Birmingham? Can you guys do that?
Oh, beach volleyball players don't really like to make big expectations or predictions, but obviously we want to be standing on the podium at least on the 7th of August. And a gold medal, it's tough to say, but we want to work as hard as we can to be at the top of that podium.
Well, can you tell us, how would you describe yourselves as a pair? Would you describe yourself as a physical pair, technical, tactical? Describe it.
Well, most people that look at us think that we're very short, especially for beach volleyball players. I mean, myself as a blocker, I'm around 6'1", and most blockers are 6'5". Or taller. So I think as a team we're very technical, but also in order to make up for our lack of height, we're very strong. We jump very, very high. We work on our strength and conditioning as much as we can, and we have to come up with all the ways to be better than our opponents.
And clearly, Joaquin, this is a family affair. Your brothers and Dad is heavily involved in coaching as well. Describe the coaching setup and the team around you guys, the team.
So our dad has been our coach since we started playing volleyball when we were 6. I mean, the rest of our family is part of our support team with our mum and our little brother. And yeah, we've only been coached by Dad. So I've only played with him, and our dad has been our only coach since we were 6. And it's a very difficult situation at times. It's difficult to separate what goes on in the court with what goes on outside in the real world. But as we get older and we mature, we've gotten a lot better and are being more professional. But at times we still have arguments, discussion, kind of things. We tend to bring things from outside the court into the court. So for example, we will be training and we'll be do like something lazy, and my dad will bring up something about how we haven't done the dishes or like done the washing up. So yeah, it's still something we work on every day, and it's going to get better in the future.
Yeah, Javier, I mean, we're smiling about that and joking about it, but it must be quite a challenging dynamic at times to be so close when you're away competing. And usually elite athletes will go and maybe see their parents or their brother or something for that release. You don't get to do that.
Yeah, we definitely don't get to do that. And I think most beach volleyball players have to spend a lot of time with their partner when they're out on tour for many, many weeks. And for us, it's even worse because when we come home, we're still together and we're still doing so many things together. I think the only time we get any relief from that is when we study. So he's at a different university. He's studying medicine at Imperial. I'm doing philosophy, politics, and economics at Royal Holloway. So those two separate worlds kind of help us to have something that we're not doing together. Because it can take its toll. It's almost like being married to someone, spending so much time together and eating together, sleeping in the same room very often when we're out playing on the world tour. So yeah, it is very difficult, but we've been doing it for a long time and it's as bad as it's going to get, I guess.
We know obviously beach volleyball is not one of these sports that has millions and millions of pounds pouring into it from funding from UK Sport, for example. So you talked about being on the podium. Could that be a game changer? Could that bring about some more investment in your sport moving forward?
I think definitely a good result and a gold medal or a medal would be really impactful for beach volleyball and for volleyball in the UK. Potentially, even if it's just from participation and people seeing it and sort of seeing someone being successful in the sport might make more people want to play it. From the funding point of view, it's completely out of our control, but we hope that our achievements and our success can fuel a sort of movement that will increase participation and increase funding in not just our sport, but other sports that aren't football.
Joaquin, just finally, I mean, this is a great opportunity, isn't it? Just to showcase everything that's great about beach volleyball right in the heart of Birmingham.
Yeah, I mean, we've never had a home advantage like this, and we can't wait to feel the energy at this at Smithfield and the atmosphere that makes beach volleyball so special are going to be there, and we want to take the time to encourage everyone to buy tickets and before they sell out because we think it's going to be a very special event for everyone.
Well, we'll be there. We look forward to it. Congratulations again on selection. Don't fall out between now and then, will you?
We won't.
The Bello brothers, and I'm pretty sure they won't fall out. Here's now Jess and Daisy, the England women's team.
Jess, I'll start with you. What does it mean to be back at the Commonwealth Games stage in beach volleyball?
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, to have been in the first games was obviously huge for beach volleyball as a sport, to be in the games. But to have made this one and be at a home games was the goal from the moment the last games finished. As soon as we knew it was Birmingham, it was like game on. So to be at home in front of a home crowd, hopefully showcase beach volleyball in our country and show what we can do from the boys and the girls' point of view. I can't wait. I'm so excited. And
Daisy, you're wearing your Kukri Sports team kit today. What does that mean to have that and know now you are part of the team? You're part of Team England.
I mean, I think it's just, I'm lost for words, really. It's something we've been hoping to happen since we became a team, Jess and I, and just to represent England just means the world to me, really. Yeah, very excited.
Yeah, tell us, Daisy, you're relatively new as a partnership. That's correct, isn't it?
Yeah. So we first partnered up just before COVID hit. So a bit of awkward timing, but things went well. And we ended up having to do a lot of individual stuff whilst we were unable to train together. But yeah, we put in all the hard necessary work where it counted. And here we are.
And Jess, how challenging is it to begin a new partnership, especially in those circumstances?
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough. Obviously, at the time when we joined up, we didn't know what was coming. So obviously, lots of big plans, lots of exciting plans, international seasons and whatever. And I mean, it was a big risk for me to obviously kind of start again, being with someone for so long before that. And, the partnership side of things is huge. But I was at a point where I just wasn't enjoying it anymore. So I needed to change something. And obviously Daisy and I met up early 2020, went to Brazil and trained just to meet properly, see if we got on, see where the partnership could go. And very exciting. Obviously, physically, Daisy has a lot to offer. I think more to offer than anyone in this country has ever had in terms of beach volleyball. So that was very exciting for me. And to see how she sort of developed over the past 2 years, despite COVID, is massive. It's a big advantage for us to have her, but the partnerships just sort of developed. And I think the resiliency we showed in the game to sort of come through kind of shows the work we've put in on and off the court, with our team and our sports psych. And I think it's showed, it's paid off.
So Daisy, nice words there from your partner about you. How would you describe Jess then?
Oh,
Nick's going to be listening to this.
Yeah. Obviously, she's the more experienced player. I'm just thrilled that she took the courage to give me that call. So I think that shows huge determination on her part. And if I'd have to describe her in like a few words, I'd just say like she's an absolute athlete, really. Just like doesn't give up, keeps going, like very, very driven.
Daisy, on Anything But Footy, we are all about promoting athletes and sports that don't get the coverage we think they deserve away from Commonwealth Games or Olympic Games. But for people listening that don't know too much about beach volleyball, what can you tell us about how matches and the competition will unfold and how we will find out who wins?
A beach volleyball match, each set goes to 21 points. Best of 3 sets. If it goes to 3 sets, the third set is first to 15. In terms of the rules, 3 touches on each side, maximum.
And Jess, in terms of the Commonwealth Games, how does the format of the competition unfold? You start in the pools and then go through to the medal matches.
Yeah, I assume it will be very similar to last time, as it's the same number of teams. I think it's 12 teams. So there'll be pools. So last time in a pool of 4. So obviously you play your pool games, go through to your quarter, semis and finals. So I think they're only playing a match a day, so it'll be quite good in terms of length of competition and duration of like rest, etc., and kind of embracing the experience. We'll go through our pool matches, obviously hopefully make it out the pool, and then each match at a time from that point on, just to hopefully make it to those podium rounds.
And Jess, I think that beach volleyball will be in the centre of Birmingham, one of the iconic venues for these games. Do you agree?
100%. Yeah, I think it'd be the best venue. And I'm not just saying it's because it's our venue, but it was the same at Gold Coast. Like, it's a smaller stadium, but the atmosphere and vibe you get with volleyball, it's such a fun environment and everyone gets involved. And I think it was the most sold out and the most attended venue in Australia. And I think where they've put it, making it sort of a centre stage, and I think there's going to be vendors and screens and things out. It will be an amazing atmosphere, and Team England always do a great job when they put on a tournament. So we know they'll make it a spectacle, and we can't wait to sort of be at the forefront of that and hopefully just flying the flag well.
And Daisy, people listening to this that want to follow in your footsteps, be inspired by what you guys are doing. What was your pathway into becoming beach volleyball Team England representative at Birmingham 2022?
I think mine's a little bit of a unique situation. I just played for fun my whole life, really. And then Jess called me up a few years ago and asked if I'd like to join her on this journey. And we've just been pushing from there. Obviously, last weekend, the qualification tournament was our main goal. And we smashed it, and here we are. But for me, a very unique situation. I've only really been training and playing at this level for a few years now. I'm lucky to be blessed with height, so that helps me. But I know that there are lots of different programs in place, talent pathways and things for junior athletes to get involved in. But another point to make, obviously, is you can start late.
The focus, I presume, Daisy, now obviously is very much on Birmingham after selection. What's the aim, ambition then for Birmingham and the Commonwealth Games for you guys?
The goal is to podium. That's it really. Obviously, going to go out there and try our best, and hopefully end up with a medal.
And Jess, I'll leave the last word to you. Last 8 in Gold Coast, and it must burn very brightly inside of you. And you spoke earlier about how much you wanted to go again with a new partner this time around to better what you did with the quarterfinals in Australia 4 years ago.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I still can't watch that game back. Honestly, I've never finished it. It's a very, very sore point. I think it was a very disappointing finish for us, despite the work we'd put in. I'm definitely very hungry to better that. And like I say, putting England on the map, create a bit of legacy for the sport in this country, and kind of show what we can do as a pair.
Well, we really look forward to seeing you at Smithfield in Birmingham. It's going to be, as I said earlier, an amazing venue, and congratulations both again on selection.
Thank you.
Interesting there. They said it's never too late to become a beach volleyballer. I'm thinking you, me, Commonwealth Games 2026, I'll be 49.
There's a slight issue with that as well. I think that she mentioned, Daisy, that height was an advantage.
I'll cross it out the diary for 2026.
I think we'll just carry on reporting it if we're allowed to.
This is Brum's The Word with Kukri Sports, a podcast from Anything But Footy. Still to come with the games now next month. It's been a busy week of team announcements. We'll let you know about some rivals for Team England athletes in our news from the games. But first, talking of being in the heart of Birmingham, I popped along this week to the Kukri Sports official Team England kit reveal. It was a very glittering occasion just off Broad Street in the heart of Brum. And I'll tell you what, the kit, I didn't realise quite how much work goes into putting the kit together. One, the powers that be, the experts at Kukri Sports, have been speaking to an athlete panel. Now, this is current and former athletes, John, that put their input into the kit. So one of the things that came out of that, which I thought was really interesting, was in the past, women's rugby, for example, women's rugby sevens team, all they've had is a smaller version of the men's rugby kit. And actually, from a performance perspective, that isn't good. So they went to all the individual teams and the sports and the disciplines, and they took soundings in order to design and create a kit that was bespoke to that sport, that discipline, whatever it is that was going to be competed in Birmingham. And the other interesting thing, and I don't want to say too much because I know we are going to have a special podcast all about how the kit is put together and speaking to some of the members of Team England coming up between now and the start of the games. But they also went around Birmingham and they took some of the buildings, some of the infrastructure in Birmingham as a kind of inspiration, if you like, for the kit. And just one other thing I'd say about the kit reveal afterwards, you know, it was a lovely occasion. Great turnout from Kukri Sports, brilliant turnout from Team England, lots of good athletes and local athletes there as well. But I had a little just wander around the city centre of Birmingham afterwards. And, you know, all the bunting is up, the signage is up. There's still quite a lot of building work going on. There's now going to be trams up and down Broad Street, not cars and buses like we're used to. But also the buzz around the city was there. I noticed in some of the bars and the restaurants and the eateries, all the outdoor seating areas are ready. I'm just so excited. I'm really looking forward to it now.
It's like we said at the start of the podcast, this is the first big multi-sporting event of a post-pandemic world. And also from Birmingham's point of view, as you rightly say, it's been so redeveloped in the last few years. I think if anyone who went there 10 years ago will go back now and not recognise the place. And that's what we're really looking forward to. So just quickly on that kit, Michael, just to clarify, it's not off the shelf. It's individually made for each sport for Team England.
Yep. They've gone around, they've spoken, as I said, to all the individual sports, all the different athletes, and they have designed a kit. Because Kukri Sports, remember, you know, have been involved with Team England since Glasgow. That was their first games in 2014. They provided the kit in 2018 for the Gold Coast, and now they think they've really excelled themselves. And that certainly seems to be the soundings I've been getting from the athletes as well for 2022. And you can also get your hands on some of this kit too. For the full range of official Team England merchandise, go to the website kukrisports.com, and because you are a listener to Anything But Footy, you can save some money, 10% off, by using the discount code when you go to checkout, and that discount code is ABF2022. That is an exclusive offer from Kukri Sports just for listening to Anything But Footy.
On to the rest of the news from the games, and we mentioned her selection for Team England last week. Now, Emily Campbell is European weightlifting champion again after a convincing performance in the plus 87 kilogram category in Albania. She snatched 118 kilograms and a whopping 153 kilograms in her final clean and jerk. It's a title she won in Moscow last year as well, and of course a silver medal at the Tokyo Olympics.
Elsewhere, Lucy Renshaw now top of the world rankings in the sport of judo after a successful year competing in the 63k and under category. She's British judo's first number one in 5 years. Natalie Powell was the last one in 2017. Powell is one of 6 athletes confirmed for Wales this summer. Meantime, she won bronze in a recent Grand Prix event. And we understand the Team England judo squad should be announced next week. Now, Andrew Skirler, who's the boss at British Judo, was at that event in Birmingham. he said to me how proud he was to have a number 1 in the world and a number 2 in the world in British Judo's ranks.
We've talked quite a bit about hockey on this podcast in the last few weeks, with some mixed results for the England men and women in the Pro League. But it's worth noting a first victory in regulation time since 2003 for England women against the Olympic champions, the Netherlands. Goalkeeper Maddie Hinch also made her 100th appearance in that 3-1 victory at the Lee Valley Centre on Olympic Park. So well done to them. The next day, the Dutch did get their own back. They won 2-1. Unfortunately, the England men lost both their games 3-0 and 6-3. Belgium are the next opponents for both teams.
I don't know if you recall, but when we were both in Glasgow, we had a little wander down from the main media centre for the Glasgow Commonwealth Games back in 2014 to a restaurant that had been taken over by Team Wales. And we were there to interview Eleanor Barker, an Olympic champion cyclist. That was her first Commonwealth Games. Well, she gave birth to her first son, Nico, in March, and she's been selected by Team Wales for her third Commonwealth Games this summer, along with her sister Megan. She's one of 25 cyclists. That list also includes Geraint Thomas, Tour de France winner, of course, and Paralympic silver medalist James Ball. Team Scotland have also unveiled 50 new names to mark the 50 days to go to the countdown to the Commonwealths. It includes Glasgow 2014 judo gold medalist Sarah Adlington and badminton's Kirsty Balfour amongst them.
And I noticed that Sarah Adlington is the reigning champion because judo wasn't in the Gold Coast. So she's still the reigning champion as you go in to the next games. Now, the Team England roster, as we say, continues to gather pace with 13 table tennis players now confirmed. It's a team that consists of Olympic, Paralympic and Commonwealth Games success and experience, with 3-time Commonwealth gold medalist Sue Bailey and defending champions in the doubles, Liam Pitchford and Paul Drinkle, as well as Ross Wilson selected as well. And 20-year-old Charlotte Bardsley also makes her Commonwealth debut in her home games.
I feel really happy that for once actually like my parents and family and friends can actually watch me play, because normally I'll be like competing in another country, or I was in Germany for 2 years.
And we'll hear from Charlotte, Liam and Paralympic bronze medalist Jack Hunter-Spivey in our next episode.
This is Brum's The Word from Anything But Footy, brought to you with Kukri Sports, the official kit provider for Team England. And for all your bespoke sportswear needs, go to their website. It's at kukrisports.com.
And for all your news from the games and interviews with Team England stars, stay with us and tell your friends. We're here every week, counting down to the Commonwealths.
Social Podcast Network.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.